Hi there, I'm Michael Giblin with Fiddlershop.com and welcome to the 2024 Fiddlerman Group Christmas Project. This is a tutorial on the fourth part, which is the preferred cello part. But since I don't play cello, I'm going to play it on viola. We're so excited that you've decided to be a part of the group project. This year we're working on the beautiful hymn, O Come, Emmanuel. And there's a lot of great things about this project. It's very beginner friendly. You can play everything in first position on open strings if you want, or you can choose some more sophisticated fingerings. There's a lot of shifting if you choose to. There's a lot of bow planning and sound production and sustaining things to work on. Intonation, of course, but also the benefit that you get from recording yourself and having the pressure and having to play along with the click track. A word about the click track, I'll get to it in a second, but the click track and all the sheet music that you're going to need is all in the description box below. It'll take you to fiddlerman.com with all the other uploading instructions and the deadlines. Yes, December 2nd is the deadline to upload your video, submit any recordings that you would like to be included. We're going to edit it all together into a giant virtual orchestra. It's going to sound magnificent. So some things just to get us all on the same page before I get into sort of the tutorial and demonstrate each part for you is that we want to tune to A440, just so that we're all on the same page, especially if you're using open strings, that we all sound nice. You have to use the click track, and so you have to use like an earbud or headphones and on a second device, because we don't want the two audio sources being recorded at the same time. When you film, please record in landscape mode, not in portrait mode, and try to get your whole face and instrument in the shot. And so maybe try to elevate the camera if you can. And so don't be too close to the camera. Likewise, don't be too far away from the camera, or like only your hands. We want to see your face and beautiful expressions. And you're welcome to wear something festive if you'd like. This is my only time I wear this jacket all year. I think I wore it last time for the 2023 group Christmas project. So something fun. We're all about having a good time and making some beautiful music. I think, and let me see if there's any last instructions I wrote. You can, of course, submit multiple parts. So any part can be played on any instrument. It doesn't have to be the fourth part only for cello. And a word about the click track that you'll find again in the description box below is that it's a little active. It's a little bit of a rock beat for a piece that is a little bit somber. So try to, you're gonna have a little bit of inner conflict of playing nice and smoothly when you hear 1, 2, 3. I want you to set the scene for us. I want you to imagine you're, a Gregorian monk, and out of the darkness, out of the stillness, you're gonna start, O come. It's a very long line, so please don't get carried away and playing, oh come, very, following the beat a lot. It's very tempting. Even I felt that way. All right, so let's get into some of the specifics. All right, the fourth part is the preferred cello part, but really it can be played on any instrument. I'm going to display it down here in bass clef for all you cellists out there, but I apologize, I can't play cello, so I'm going to play it on viola, so at least it will be close. It'll just be an octave higher than you. Again, some things that kind of pertain to the whole piece is that you're welcome to play this, all in first position. Use the open strings whenever you'd like, as long as your instrument is in tune. And if you want, though, there's some opportunities that you can use. You can do this in third position, or there's a little bit of some extensions you can use to eliminate some of the unnecessary string crossings. But again, a lot of it is the phrase is always going to start from nothing, and we're going to have these nice little hairpins. And then when we start the next phrase, it's also the same idea, that we start from nothing and we grow, and then we come back down. It's very tempting to always start that fourth beat with a pow. And so even the very first note, you're going to hear 1, 2, 3, oh, come. And so really resist that urge to play that first note loud. We really want to go. That's really when you get to that going up that third and fourth. We want to really arrive here and really let that die down, and then we start from that same dynamic, growing. So it really has a long line to that, and then when it dies down, you stay there and go again. Okay, so that's going to pertain to the whole piece. I'm going to try not to keep repeating myself there. Going on from measure 7, I shift here so that I can vibrate this note. Otherwise, which there's nothing wrong with. It's just if you can vibrate, give that a try. And then going on, you can use it just sort of an extension. That's not a far distance, so instead of shifting all the way down, you can just go. And then use the open string to hide that shift. You won't even hear a shift there. So because this is such a long note, you have 7 beats. In measure 12, you need to start thinking, how do I get myself up to the frog? So it's a little bit of a question of speed and pressure. You need to start using a little more speed on these up bows to get yourself closer to the frog. Not so much here, because you don't want to undo all that progress. See, I've gotten all the way to the frog, and I can say, and now this is rejoice. Or you have I can't find the pitch, but rejoice. There's going to be a sort of a tenuto on every one of these fourth beats. Even here too. And do save your bow on the dotted half notes. You need to use only about half the bow, and save that other half for the last quarter note. And same thing with Emmanuel. So that's a little bit of save your bow, speed, and then save your bow, and so it's more pressure, of course, on the dotted half notes, and then less. So those are some interesting things to be working on in this piece as we keep going. So we do the repeat in the first, in the recording, of course. For right now, I'm pretty much gonna skip over it. Again, the only thing to keep in mind is that, again, in measure 20, you need to be thinking, how do I get myself to the frog? So going back a little. Don't use it all here, but get to the frog here. And then die down and go back. That's a big string cross there when you go back to the repeat. So really get in place. Don't start moving your bow until you're there. All right, going on in the second ending, same idea. We've gone all the way to the frog, and then this should be an A, and that's just a note to help us modulate into the new key. Whatever fingering choice you do in the first half, just repeat that all in the second half, because it's all that work gets to copy paste over. It's just a fifth higher. So going on, we play this A. And it's okay if this is a little louder. Of course, it's gonna kind of naturally be louder because it's a higher, it's a higher part register of the instrument, and everybody's playing it a fifth higher too. So it's okay to play out though too. Slur this. And let this die down. And make sure you vibrate. If you're gonna do these fingerings, make sure you vibrate every note. A lot of times it's tempting to not vibrate either the note before a shift because you're thinking, oh, I gotta shift soon. Or we don't shift the note that we just shifted to. And then same thing, you can do an extension. Frog. 3, 4, 1. Let it die down. When you do this shift, if you're doing this from 3 to 2, slide down with the old finger, your third finger, and then you replace it with the second finger when you get down there. Don't hop, okay? And going on. That's gonna be a hard one not to punch because it's a nice open string, open A. And so you're like, we don't want to hear blah. Get to the frog. The click track is going to die out, or the click track is gonna stop abruptly, but instead of just being like 5, 6, 7, I want you to keep fading. Just kind of leave the bow on the string and really fade out into nothing, and then even hold it there, or like slowly start to move your bow off the string, and because we want to leave a little bit of time after we're done playing so that we can edit everybody out gradually and sort of fade out nicely. So don't trim your video to cut off the end there, because we need a little bit of margin at the end. All right, I hope that was helpful. I think those are the big keys to success for us all to play together and for it to sound beauteous. So we look forward to seeing you. Thanks for recording the fourth part. You're welcome to record all the parts, or as many as you want, and submit them all by December 2nd. All right, we look forward to it. Be well and practice well.